Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fields, the open man here, Renfro. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Switch. Watch the air. Check. 49.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, watch it. Check three. Yes.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen. And Diggs has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check. Crunch. Check 52. Check 40. Alert.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Broncos 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Fields. Got Gordon open, completes it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on second down. Fields. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2nd and 3. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Check, 43. So don't say nothing.
On play action, Allen looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll find Lindsey here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Everyone, Mike 20. Record.
On 4th down, Fields. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Watch the ship. Kill.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
Hey, let's go.
115.
Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Get off the field, defense.
On 2nd down, Pollard down to the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 42 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time, Allen will throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Orvin.
Wide, get wide. Check it backer.
Allen off the play fake. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 76 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen.
Off the play fake. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Your trip is here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
2nd and 9 now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. Able to get this to Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's taken down inside the 30. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Mike 5-4. Pick me up. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your dead. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And McManus able to put it through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 15.
Mike 319. 16. Check right, check right. I got it. Five wide. The 16's coming. Check Mike.
That's what I do.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken right around the 44. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Second and 4. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Fields. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mike, check, 59.
On 4th down, Fields. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mark 15. Get the ball.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On first down, Fields. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off play action. Fields. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it.